they would be greater because they took things of great value to them to make their deities. They sacrificed and took them big gold rings and watches and earrings and made themselves gods of gold. They figured these guys going to really save us now because we sacrificed a lot. I took my Rolex and threw it in there with them. And you know how much I paid for that. That's how religious I am. But our people have always been a religious people. Moses got on the mountain before 40 days. The people want another God to serve. Moses wasn't there to teach them about the Creator, so they're going to just make up them a God. But they're going to show how sincere they are by letting you know they only want the best God, because they're going to take the best of their money, the finest of their gold, to make it with. Kind of remind you of the Christians today, don't they? They go and take the money and buy the biggest churches, the biggest cathedrals, have them fixed up, the most beautiful buildings in this city or churches. The pastors are paid a huge salary, rides around in limousines and Rolls Royce and Cadillacs and Benz. The people let you know that I'm serious about my worship. Look at my church. They go to show you how serious I am. Come at me. Let me show you where we worship. Let me show you the kind of clothes we wear. Let me show you the apparel they got on. You stand by the door and you're going to see sisters coming there with mink stoles on. Men with alligator shoes and snakeskin shoes in. And the pastor ain't worked in his life. He's too busy getting sermons together for our people. This is how I invested my money. This is where my go to. Not like the people on California Avenue. Not like them at all. Let me show you my place of worship. Show you who I am. Show you what I'm made of. Show you my medal. They made gods of gold.
Yet now,
if
thou wilt forgive their sins,
if you will forgive their sins,
and if not, blot me, I pray thee, out of thy book which thou hast written.
So is this where the Christians got the concept that somebody else can die for your sins? Did they once read where Moses told Yahweh to forgive the people of their sins through me and through my righteousness and through my divine service to you? And because I was a perfect man in your sight, I want you to overlook their differences and remember how righteous I am. And if you don't forgive the people, then blot me out. What did Yahweh say? Yahweh didn't tell Moses, wait a minute now, you don't have to die for their sins, Moses. I got a son named JC. He has already died for the sins of the world before the foundation of the earth was made. He was there with me. This is his commission. This is what he's anointed to do. This is what he's ordained to do, to die for the sins of the people. So Moses, you don't have to do that, son. Christ, my son, and who really is me. Because I'm going to die one day and wrap myself up in flesh and blood, and I'm going to come to earth, and I'm going to be the one that died. Did he tell Moses that? No, he didn't. But what did he tell Moses?
And Yahweh said unto Moses.
Yahweh said unto Moses.
Whosoever.
Who does that compass? When a Yah use a term like whosoever, is anyone excluded in that? Now, I'm not an English major, but I got Doc here sitting on the front seat. Is anybody excluded when he said whosoever? That means it encompasses everyone. Everybody that's here, had been here, and is to come here. Whosoever
have sinned against me,
has sinned against me,
him will I blot out of my book.
Him will I blot out of my book. Tell Moses, you can't die for nobody. You can't share your blood for no one. Whosoever has sinned against me. Now that's remember now, the Creator said, my word shall not go out of my mouth void. That's remember now. The prophet Isaiah says, the grass withered, the flower faded, but the word of Elohim is forever. Let's remember now that I know that whatsoever Yahweh does, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And Yahweh does it that men can fear before him. We know that. That's registered in our mind. We can't take it out. So nobody can trick us because we were weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast, and we became as little babies to get this word again. So we are unique. We are particular. We are peculiar people unto Yah. We're the people that's ready to give up what the world has to accept what Yahweh has. No wonder we are so different. No wonder our understanding and our perception of the Almighty's word is totally different than that which they teach out of the universities. As it didn't say he gave knowledge and wisdom to them, did he? He said, whom shall Yahweh give knowledge? Whom shall he teach doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. That's who. Line upon line. We're dealing with his word now. Precept upon precept. His word now. Here little and there little. And we can't find his words in the New Testament. But let's finish reading.
Therefore now go.
Therefore now get out of my sight. This is what he means. Get out of here now.
Lead the people.
Lead the people.
Unto the place of which I have spoken unto thee.
To the place that I have spoken unto thee.
Behold, my angel shall go before thee.
My angel shall guide you and go before you.
Nevertheless, in the day when I visit.
And the day when I visit.
I will visit their sins.
I will visit their sins.
Upon them.
Upon them. So here the Creator reiterates the fact that no one can die for another man's sin. No wonder we ask the question, whom did Yahweh send? Whom shall he teach knowledge? Whom shall he make to understand doctrines? And we asked another question, who's going to believe our report? And this report comes right from the mouth of the Most High. Let's see, is this report consistent? Let's see if his report have any contradictions or any inconsistencies in it. We find further in the book of Numbers, the 35th chapter, searching line upon line, doctrine upon doctrine. Says in the 35th chapter of Numbers, I believe we want to start reading at verse 30.
Whoso killeth any person.
It says, whoso killeth any person.
The murderer shall be put to death.
The murderer shall be put to death.
By the mouth of witnesses.
By the mouth of witnesses.
But one witness shall not testify against any person.
One witness shall not testify against any person.
To cause him to die. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction.
No satisfaction.
For the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall be surely put to death. And ye shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, that he shall come again to dwell in the land until the death of the priest.
All right, so the Creator gives us is law and it's totally consistent. The murderer should surely be put to death. You can't spare him. You can't pity him, but you have to follow the instructions of the law. Then we get to searching line upon line. We get to